Hey. So, James Murray, pictured here, has been appointed as Secretary of State for Health and Social Care after West Streeting resigned on the 14th of May. Murray has served as an MP for Ealing North since 2019 and was previously the Chief Secretary to the Treasury between September 2025 until his appointment as Health Secretary. Streeting's time as Health Secretary saw him fall out of favour with many of the LGBTQ plus community, as his time in office brought a ban on puberty blockers for trans youth, which was very, very bad decision. It came about despite his previous support for trans community in 2024. He told The Sun that he no longer stood by the statement trans men are men, trans women are women, instead saying, actually, there are a lot of complexities. No, there is no complexities. Yeah, there's complexities in biology. It's not just like one or the other. It's not just, yeah, there's men and there's women. There's biology comes in many shapes and sizes. It's not as black and white as what people put it. And it absolutely pisses me off and annoys me when people say, oh, I no longer stand by a statement that I said before and what I believed in before. No, that's just bollocks. I don't like that. I think that's absolutely wrong to do that. But yeah, let's carry on anyway. But James Murray, who is gay, takes on the role is likely to be any more popular with the LGBTQ community. James Murray's stance on trans rights. In 2022, Murray said on Talk Radio TV, I believe trans women are women, but also avoided questions about trans women competing in women's sports. There's no actual advantage to trans women competing in women's sports. You know, biology supports this. Oh, let me just get this up. Following the Supreme Court decision in April 2025, which ruled the legal definition of woman in the 2010 Equality Act refers to biological women and sex refers to biological sex, his public opinion took a turn. He was among a group of 54 out LGBTQ plus Labour MPs who did not respond to Pink News in April 2025 when asked whether they believe trans women are women. This was absolutely a big backstab to trans women out there and men. You know, absolutely awful. It's bad. And the equality, and I mean to talk about the Equality Act even more. The people that originally wrote the Equality Act in 2010 included trans people. It was like they've even come out and said like, yeah, we were including trans people. You know, trans, non-binary, all of them. They were all included in that. After ruling, he said in a letter, I agree that trans people must be able to live their lives with dignity and safety. He also wrote that he shared the government's commitment to protecting trans people, such as through a full trans inclusion ban on conversion therapy practices. I They should ban that. The letter added, I believe that all LGBT plus people must be treated fairly, with dignity and with respect. In May 2025, he said single-sex spaces should be provided on the basis of biological sex in line with the Supreme Court ruling. So, I mean, right, let's pause there for a sec. So so people that are for this are quite happy with a trans man going into the women's toilets, and you're happy for a trans woman going in the man's toilets. So where's the safety on both sides? If a trans woman goes into the men's toilets, how safe do you think those women are going to be in the men's toilets? And if a trans man goes into a women's toilets, what's to stop a biological man from going in to those said women's toilets and pretending to be trans and then committing atrocities? To be honest, there's absolutely nothing stopping a man walking into a woman's toilets and doing what he's going to do anyway. No sign in the world. He's not going to look at a sign and think, oh, that says woman only. Oh, okay, I better not go in there then. Oh, it says not to. No, it don't work like that. That these vile people, men, are going to do things to women. They're going to do it anyway, regardless of whatever. And they do. Let's carry on then. He added, it's important that we ensure dignity and respect for all trans people should have access to the services they need, but in keeping with the ruling. No, I'll never agree with the ruling. I'll never abide by law. If they make it a law tomorrow, I'll never abide by it. Ever, ever, ever. Not once. I know, Lucian, innit? Even my cat's even crying out for it, like, even he says he won't abide by the law either. It just is what it is, you know? No one will. And if you're going to go by this, what they brought out before with, well, if they look trans, then you can bar them that way, then that's absolutely discriminative. Because, say, if a cis woman goes to use the toilet and she looks trans, you know, what are you going to bar her? What do we have to do? Like, do we have to show you our private area and that, you know, just to prove the point? You know, me as a trans woman, I've got my birth certificate changed. I have had an operation, you know, so what are you gonna do about it? You know, my birth certificate's no different to any other cisgender woman's birth certificate. I've gone through all the things, everything. I've done everything. Changed my name, the whole lot. Everything's been done on everything. Birth certificates, a lot. Passports, driving license, etc. Let's carry on. Reading some comments here. You would have to work very hard to be as bad as Streeting. But it really doesn't sound as though he's going to be very much better. Hiding behind the Supreme Court, why doesn't the Labour Party grow a spine or two between them and write a new Equality Act that shuts the loopholes that make trans people makes people equal than others? If nothing else, it would put some distance between Lino Party, Labour in name only, and the Tories, Farage Limited. I mean, to be honest, you know, like the Equalities Act before wasn't perfect, but it was far better than this. I blame a number of reasons for why all this has been happening to trans people recently, but we're going to have to wait and see what happens. If the Equality Act, if Labour bring out the Equality Act soon, which they are planning to do, they said they was going to do it after the local elections. If it doesn't, if it's not suitable for trans people, then yeah, we will be raising those banners again, and we will be protesting in our tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands across the whole of the UK. We definitely will, trans and ally and non-binary alike. So, just how it is. But we're going to leave it there anyway. And, yes, Lucian. And we're going to... There he is again. So, yeah, we're going to leave it there anyway. And I'll get back to you when I find out more news about this. Until next time, thank you for watching. Hit that like and subscribe. Bye.